Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Railway Empire. So we are playing the second chapter and we are making our way towards our tasks. So we need to connect Baltimore and Pittsburgh, and then deliver 10 loads of cotton to Pittsburgh and deliver 20 loads of clothing to New York, which we're already underway, right, by the way. So that shouldn't be too hard to do. So there's our first load of clothing going there, right? So we're pretty close to getting that done. What I wanted to figure out was this stuff over here. So let's have a quick look over here. So if I look at signals, right? Give me the signals. So if we... So that guy can actually run through here. This guy can run back in there, and this is the issue. This thing over here, I believe I need to get rid of. If I get rid of that, now that should be sorted out. And now we should, in actual fact, be able to run it through that one over there. So let's have a quick look. If I want to set up a line from Collins Estate to Baltimore and to Washington, I can indeed do that. So that's fine. That was one signal that sorted that had that issue in there. So now I'll try and run the wheat in here, and hopefully they'll kind of do whatever they need. So let's hang on. Suspension, yeah, let's bid on that. Are we going to win it? Leaf spring suspension.
It's probably just another one of your little mistakes, but could it be that you just placed a bid?
Yes, I did. Excellent. Now, let's get that done. Let's add a locomotive. We only have the one. And let's get that to...
If you transport the clothing from Baltimore with your rail line, you will be making a considerable contribution to the growth of the industry. Everyone profits from that.
Perfect. Everyone profits from that. Let's have a look at research. So we've got some innovation points. We can grab covered freight car, ensures the better transportation of live animals, which is something we probably do. Ooh, I'm quite keen to get a better locomotive. It's double the speed, guys. Oh, no, it's not double the speed. It's a little bit quicker. But we need to...
Excellent. You could hire train crews in the staff dialogue window. Then you'll need to view the train details of the selected train to assign the staff to it.
Okay, we'll have a look at that now. So what's this covered cab?
Open the train details of your most important train and assign an engineer and a stoker to it.
We'll do that now. Allow journeys to be made in any weather, increasing profits for transported by mail. And this is the leaf spring suspension, which I've already grabbed. What is this? Train whistle engine increases popularity, increases the number of passengers every city where the company has a station. Well, let's grab that, and then let's do... Am I doing this right now? So let's not do that. Let's grab this. What is this one? That's just a little bit quicker. Let's just grab this one. And now, in the next step, I can actually grab that. Okay, so let's see. Indian Resettlement Bill pass. Ooh. Okay, so now let's have a quick look at the trains that we have running. Baltimore, New York. That's the one. So Baltimore, no, Baltimore, New York. Okay, so what I need to put an engineer. This guy is a little bit cheaper though. Engineer, conductor, stoker. Well, let's put an engineer. What does the engineer do? Through skillful control of the steam supply, the maximum speed of the locomotive is increased by 5%. Ooh. Excellent. So let's hire this person. Is that fine?
You don't have first call on cities, farms, or mines. Of course, your transport income will fall if your competitors connect these to their rail networks. Tracks, locomotives, buildings, and cash all increase the value of your company.
Manage the
And the
train.
higher this is, the higher the price of your company stocks.
So I've got an engineer. Assign. Hire. Well, let's assign this one to it. So there we go. Okay.
Just as other companies buy stocks from you,
Ooh.
you were able to buy some from them. If you do that, you will profit from the success of your competitors. You should buy stocks via the company dialogue window now.
Okay. In myself or somewhere else? What does this thing say? It doesn't say anything. Alright, doesn't say anything. Let's go to the company window. Quarterly report, competitors. Aha! This is the one that they want us to buy some stock in. Trade company shares and merge. Ooh, merge. Let's trade some company shares. Is that what we're doing? So, let me buy, say, a 10% stake in these.
In your place, I'd invest in me as well.
Is that good? Anyway, there we go. So I've added some 10% stocks in there. Can I buy my own shares? 1% of shares of this company costs. I've got a what? Public float. So do I own it? I have no idea. Can I buy my own shares? I have no idea. No idea how that works. I'll probably have to figure that out as we go. Stock market. I can actually play in the stock market? Is that right? Trade shares.
Don't worry. Your employees won't miss a thing with me. Promise.
This
Okay.
should stay just between us, as it's, well, not entirely legal. But we need to keep all of our options open. A saboteur has applied for a job with you. If you send him to one of your competitors, he will make trouble for them. This can also cause their stock price to fall.
Okay.
You don't have to deploy saboteurs to do better than your competitors. You could deal with them in a more classy and legal way. Take a look at which routes are more lucrative and will ensure you become the most important transporter there.
Okay, well, since it's happening, let's have a quick look. So, train
By
personnel.
the way, your competitor, Don Lorenzo, is a bit of a gang boss. You can imagine that he has good connections to bandits and saboteurs, so it's much easier for him to deploy such characters.
Okay. A saboteur. Wow, look at that. So let's say, let's hire this person. Who should we sabotage? So... let's sabotage their train station in New York. See how that goes. Okay, so we're trying that out. We're trying that out. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to have a look at what I need to do. Oh, hang on. Just open this up so I can have a quick look. So what I needed to do is I actually need to route through here somehow. The intention is definitely to what's going on over here? Anyway, the intention is definitely to get the dairy to Washington, where there is a dairy farm. Okay, so how am I going to do that? Shall we? Yeah, I don't think this will work. I don't think we can actually bypass in this location. We most certainly cannot bypass in this location. What is this one doing? Oh, it's actually loading something. Baltimore to Washington. Why are you on that track though? So Baltimore to Washington, let's manage this train. No, hang on.
Send your damn saboteurs packing.
Well done. You now possess your first block of shares in a competitor. Excellent. You have defeated a competitor and taken over all their routes and buildings.
What?
You should have learned the most important aspects of your position by now. I'll let you get on with your responsibilities.
What just happened?
Stay alert. I will check on your progress from time to time.
Well, let's have a quick look at what's happened over here. So sabotage has occurred. Train station has been sabotaged, is that correct? No idea what's going on. Build the city centre to attract as many passengers. Okay, that's fine. We've got that sorted. So sabotage has occurred over here. The following applies to all train stations. The larger the station, the loading and unloading, that's fine. Build a rural train station. That we have done. There's no need to do that. What is this? Signal and switches? Signal and switches. Let's have a quick look at that. Okay, stop signals prevent conflicts at switches by yielding the first train that reaches the switch right of way. The second train waits until the way ahead is free. For details, that's fine. Let's get rid of that. That's okay. What's going on over here? Nothing is unloaded at the rural station. The only activity is loading. The goods produced there, a maximum of 8 can be hooked up. That's fine. What's going on over here? Let's see. You can hire office personnel through personnel dialogue. Achieve various advantages. You don't need to assign office personnel because it's done automatically. The personnel dialogue window, you can hire employees, but they won't wait forever for a job. You have to hire trained personnel and assign them to a train. You can do this. The train details. Select the train. Since every citizen in the city needs goods, demand rises with the increase in population. The larger the city, more variety in citizens. The demand for imported goods clothing has been reduced to the maximum stock level, so I need to get rid of that. Trains running between cities carry freight and express good passengers and mail. Express goods should be transported as quickly as possible because they've paid more. Baltimore grows. The better the city is supplied, yes, that grows. Each town has industries where quality, blah 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 blah. Okay, so that's pretty much all the basic stuff that we've gone through in the first one. So I don't need to revisit all of that per se. What is this? Whenever a train reaches the city, freight, mail, and passengers will be unloaded. The rising number of represent transport revenue. Faster on express goods, higher the revenues. Okay, fine. That's perfect. So what has happened over here, though? I own stock in them, but I haven't beat them, have I? No idea. No idea what's going on with that. I don't think I've beaten them. Things are moving. Things are moving. Okay, we need to have a look what's going on over here. Ooh, there's a ton of stuff going on. Okay, let's have a quick look. Connect Baltimore, and we've got 2 more years to do that. To Pittsburgh, 10 loads. Buy 20% shares in a competitor. Achieve a company value of 20 million. Connect 10 rural businesses. Buy one of your competitors' companies. I haven't done that. Don't know how that worked. Connect Baltimore to Toledo. That's fine. We're working on that one. 10 loads to. So Pittsburgh is really our next stop. But I was thinking what I wanted to do is I actually want to run a bypass over here. So what I'll quickly do is I'm going to construct a bit of track over here. However, hang on, let's route it out of there because we'll have to. Wow, that's tough, guys. That's very tough. How are we gonna? This doesn't actually seem to be working that well for us. So if we do something like that, wow, that incline is crazy. So if we do that, and we see about getting this a little bit more. Well, so that's a bypass, right? Every incline affects the speed of the train. You should incline or use powerful locomotives for heavy freight. What is this? Building tracks. Now I'm definitely not looking at building tracks. So what's our alternative to try and run it through here? Well, Baltimore or Washington is definitely going to be problematic. So maybe, hang on. So let's cancel this whole thing. And let's just see about running it straight through here. So potentially we can run it straight through here. And let's buy that. So we can run that guy straight through there and see how that goes. So let's quickly set up a new line. We're gonna run you there to there. And how are you gonna run through? You're gonna run through here and through there. So there might be some stopping. In certain locations, but we'll go with that for now. And add a locomotive. Hang on, before we do that, can we get this new one? Yes, we can. So let's grab that one.
Don't bring that thing near me.
Let's add that one, and I want him to start picking that up. Let's quickly have a look at our trains. Can I look at replacing with this one? Perfect. This one. Let's manage that. Let's do that. Okay, and this one. And there we go. Baltimore, Ohio imports John Bull. Excellent. And I think I've got one more. This one. So let's get that one and let's go. We replace all of them. Excellent. So that's cost us a bit of money, but at least now things will run along a little bit quicker. Nolan breeding to Washington. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. It hasn't started making any money yet. Okay, next step is for us to actually go and start building our line towards Pittsburgh. Baltimore needs clothing industry. You should start building a line from here. I most certainly want to do that. It's a little bit tough if I can't see anything. Baltimore, Ohio is fastest train. Excellent.
Faster and faster all the time. That has nothing to do with traveling in style.
Okay, so station. I want to try and, well, we'll do that so we can actually. Okay, so there we go. So let's give me some track from here. So if we say we are going to run it in there. Okay, so that's going to be the line. Now what we need to do is make sure that we actually run this in such a way are you kidding me? Oof. Okay, well let's we may have to actually run it as a bit of a no. Can we adjust this a little? So if we tunnel it through there, holy moly, that is crazy talk. So if we add it onto this side, right? And we run it over here and over there. Ooh. And well, anyway, let's cancel that whole thing and let's try and start it from scratch. So if we run it's still crazy expensive though. Tunnels, all kinds of things like that. Look at these mountains. So what I'm kind of wondering is, can I have a look at whether can I see a topographic map maybe? Well, I can see some major ridges going on over here. So how am I gonna do that? It's massive. We'll have to tunnel through here somewhere. Okay, so let's grab that. Okay. So if we do something like this, how does that go in terms of cost? So what is this? Tunnels and bridges. Man, that's crazy. Look at... It is extremely bad. This is okay. This whole section from here, I've got no problem with it. And through there looks to be very sensible. And then that's a small piece of tunnel. That's much cheaper, to be honest. And to be, let's try and do that. See about this. Can we sort this out and reduce these tunnels? Is that is actually not bad. That is actually not bad. But if we're doing that, I'm kind of wondering whether we shouldn't actually instead tie it in on this side. How's that? Also, if we do that instead, we've got 0 tunnels. How's that going? And we can actually even straighten this up a little, apart from the fact that I do not want it to make any bridges. So now we've got a situation where we're doing no tunnels and no bridges, and our inclines on this side is pretty good. Excellent. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to run this one. There is a bit of an incline over here, and I'm not sure we can sort that out. So 4% is about, ooh, and get rid of that, 4%. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Build that. That is pretty decent. And what we could do, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop give me a tower somewhere in the middle over here. We've got the, what is this, setting up warehouses. I'll have to have a look at that soon. Okay, so let's instead of that, let's set up a line, and I'm gonna start it from Pittsburgh to Baltimore, and let's go for that, and we'll add the new one. Yeah, there we go. Run that along, buddy. No personnel available. What is this? Position stop signals. Okay, let's have a quick look at that. Stretch of track can only ever be traveled on by one train. Stop signals divide tracks into several sections so that multiple trains can use tracks at the same time. That's fine. I understand that concept. Let's do setting up warehouses. Warehouses can receive and dispatch goods. This means you can also build central goods depots. Yes, and what do I do once I have that? Okay, so I understand the concept, but what it does, not too clear on that. Am I making any money? I should be making some money. We have a train on its way over here, right? Doing your thing. Perfect. Okay, what we haven't, we've set up a line over here, right? There is a train running over here. The one thing that we haven't set up yet is Lopez Farm. So we're not actually providing any veggies anywhere. But let's have a quick look. I want to see how this is going in terms of demand. We're not actually getting any of this over here. So all of this is currently being dropped off at Baltimore. Is that correct? So yes. So what? Oh, I see. So if I build hang on. If I click over here, what can I do? I can demolish maintenance building, which is definitely...
There's another station here now.
Where? Where have you started building stations, buddy? Or are you talking about my stations? So how do I actually set up some stuff? Can I build... Aha! What is this? Ooh! I can build an attraction, a museum, a university... not necessarily wanting to build any of that though. But if I want to do... Oh no, I don't want New York. If I want to come over here and say... set up a warehouse. How do I do that? No. Set up managed train, clone train. The station is already building construction. Warehouse. Warehouse. 200. Use the warehouse to exchange goods between trains and to build central goods depots. You're currently not allowed to build tracks in this area. Okay. Oh, I see. So the warehouse is somewhere where we get all our goods to go to, and then we move it all from there. That is actually not a bad idea for us, but we're not really set up that way though. We may have to have a look at that. City buildings. So if I say university, oh my, I can place it. Well, I'm not going to do it. It's too expensive at the moment. How's our trains doing? Baltimore, New York. So Pittsburgh, Baltimore is not making any money yet. Collins Estate in Washington is also having a little bit of problems, but let's see. Okay, so the next, let's have a quick look at the next thing, and that's probably going to be at the end of our episode. Cotton to Pittsburgh. I need to get cotton to Pittsburgh, which is over here. So let's have a look. So cotton is delivered to Pittsburgh from here. If you want to take over these deliveries, you must build a railroad line. That is fine, I understand that concept. And then the business produces goods that are required by the industry in Pittsburgh. Set up a railroad line so that the business uses the trains for transport instead of shipping goods traditional way using horse-drawn carts. Okay, we'll do that. So from Pittsburgh, I believe what I'll need to do is I would need to expand this station. Let's do that, and let's build a maintenance facility. Okay, and we're just tying in on that side. Okay, so what we'll do, no, I'll build another small station over here, and let's see how we route that. Something like
You're
that.
building a station here. Well, you have to make your own mistakes.
Of course I'll make my own mistakes. So if I want to do that, that is pretty damn good. So let's build that. That's pretty cheap. Let's get one of these supply towers in there, and then let's start a line. Set up rail from Wilson's farm to Pittsburgh. Yes, let's add a locomotive. We'll get the John Bull in there, and yes, start running, buddy. Conductor does what exactly? What does the that's not quite what I had in mind. Their friendlier demeanor means passengers are ready to pay 10% more. No, I don't want that. Did I get it? Did I not? Okay, what's going on with research? I can grab some more research. So what else can we get? We can get this one. Detonator provides additional safety for subsequent trains, increasing reliability. Increase the reliability of your locomotives by 12%. That's pretty good. Let us indeed grab that one. I'm going to kind of grab that one too, see if I can get more money from that. Okay, so cotton is now being moved. So what's going on? The demand for imported goods cloth has been reduced as the maximum stock levels has been reached. Well, I'm actually running them fairly quickly. So here I can actually clone the train, but what I'll need to do is I'll need to run a siding probably through here somewhere. So let's look into adding a siding through here. I want to tie it. Can I not tie it back in? Oh, there I can. So let's build that one, and at the same time we'll tie that one in there. And then what I need to do is get me a few signals. Okay, so now that can run through there, and what I'll do is I will actually clone this train. Okay, so now got two trains running, and I probably should. Okay, so that one should really get enough stuff going between these two, and so they'll bring some stuff back. What is this? Select a track to view the trains using the section. So that I know about. So if I kind of select that, I can see who uses this. So what's going? Oh, hang on. Oh no, it's just some. Got a lot of waiting going on. The railroad enthusiasts increase the number of passengers in every city. Let's do that. Can spend a little bit of money. Can't get the next bid though.
Excuse me, but could you keep out of this? You're driving the price up.
So how do I want this train. This train, I want to set it to go to a specific how do I set it to go to a specific platform? I want to assign it to a specific platform.
One day the railroad will reach all the way to the West Coast. Every day, huge crowds of people set out to cross the entire country, and the trains will continue to get faster. Don't look at me like that. We can't stop progress.
This technology is mine now.
Oh.
Thanks for your work.
He's stolen some stuff from me. Man, what's going on over here? Is that a random breakdown? Random breakdown. On your way to New York, huh? So, the demands over here. Let's have a quick look. I really need to end this episode. No, we're not meeting any of these demands. Oh, what's this? They've got a sawmill, so they need lumber to produce that. Where is lumber? Over here. We can look into something like that. How much money are we making here? Can you show me? 6,000. What was that? That's the cotton. Connect Baltimore and Toledo. Reach a population of 100,000 in Baltimore. Okay, 100,000 in Baltimore. So what is our current population? Well, we're pretty close to that, I would think. So how much money am I making over here? 16,000. So it's kind of going slow. What I would, however, like to do is actually set Baltimore, Washington. How do I actually set up the rail line? Ooh, can I? Is it something in over here? Copy rail line, leave. Select the station, add a station, add an extra. Ooh, here it is. At Baltimore. Right, edit the station at Baltimore. You want to make use of which track? Can't. Okay, cancel. Let's have a look. From which side are we counting? So it's really track 1, track 2, track 3 and track 4. So we want to get you to use track 1, please. And thank you so much. There we go. Changes to the rail line made, so now at least it should be a little bit clearer over there. So let's have a look. What is this saying? Express train. Excellent. So here it goes. Apart from it, oh, it's not filling up over there. It's running straight into that track. I like it. So it's not clogging up the track that's actually being used to run through. Excellent. All of that's being unloaded. Nice. What is this one? Thomas Breeding. That one's gonna drop off the cattle over here. That is working, no problem. So that's gonna go back. Not making that much money though. What's going on over here? I can get a few things. 200 in innovation. I'm thinking that one. What is this one? Power of your locomotives. That's not bad. Well, that's 200. This is transportation fee per freight. Ensures better transportation of live animals. So let's grab that one at the very least. We'll then hang on for the next one. Okay, anybody on the siding? Or you on the other side now? You are. So that's working quite well. And guys, I'm going to put a cut in this episode and we'll continue in the next one. It's gone on too long. Okay, so I'm ExactChaos and this has been the Railway Empire. If you liked it, leave a like, leave some comments, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.